Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LBW Network, and what a match we have lined up for you tonight as the Toothfairy returns to in-ring action after taking some time off to take on the newcomer, the Prowler. And I don't think the Toothfairy knows what he's getting into tonight. We know that he likes to give beatings and he likes to collect teeth and sell it for money, but I don't think he's going to get any teeth from the Prowler. This man has shaken up things here at the LBW. He's made things more cold, more scary. He spits venom into the sky. The feaster of fears, the Prowler. He feasts on your fears. He dreams about your nightmares. He loves bloodshed. He loves pain. Pain is his only friend. And he laughs in the face of danger.
Fight!
Here we go. The arrogance of the Toothfairy. The gruesomeness of the Prowler are going to collide for the first time in history. The Toothfairy seems like he doesn't know how to handle this. He looks kind of confused, a little startled, but look, he's still trying to lay the smack down the best that he can. This is a good chance for the Toothfairy to revive his career. He has not been very successful. He's easily forgettable, but man, he loves to bring the fight, and he loves to take teeth as some kind of trophy, as a reward. And then he likes to sell it for money. The man is sick. The man is twisted. He's arrogant. He's pompous and full of himself. But the Prowler, on the other hand, he just is. That's it. There's no way to describe him. He's terrifying. Just look at him. Kids in the front row are crying. Look at those teeth. He's got sharp teeth. He's got blood around his neck, it looks like. The man sees red. He's a monster. His friend is Papa Shango. What do you have to do to beat a guy like this? We saw him defeat Leroy the Cat by stabbing him with a fork in the forehead until the referee used her discretion to end the match and reward the victory to the Prowler. Will that be the same case with the Toothfairy? Will he be stabbed in the face with a fork until the referee says that's enough? I think the referee's too scared to disqualify the Prowler. It's easier just to let him have the win and then get out of the ring and hope he doesn't come after you. The Toothfairy and the Prowler. What a unique match. What a unique year 2020 has been for LBW. Irish whip to the corner there. Toothfairy with the clothesline. The Prowler takes a right hit there. Oh, kick to the groin. Referee warns the Prowler about low blows. About how it's breaking the rules, how he could be disqualified. Oh, down goes the Prowler. Stomp to the head there. Another to follow. A third. Nope, not even a fourth. I thought we were going to see a fourth. European uppercuts. I don't know where the Prowler's from. Oh, he's got the fourth! He's got to the count of 5. Oh, dropping him hard with the DDT. Skull of the Prowler crashing hard into the plywood canvas of the ring.
5 minutes gone.
Nice elbow to the face there. The Toothfairy does not seem intimidated. I bet if he can get those red dentures, well, those red teeth out of the mouth of the Prowler, he could probably sell them for some good money. I don't know what teeth like that go from a creature that we don't know about on the black market, but I imagine he could make a pretty penny or two. Oh no. He's choking him. He's trying to choke the life force out of the Toothfairy. I wonder if someone like the Prowler even cares about wins and losses. Does he care if he gets disqualified? Does he care if he gets counted out? I don't even know if he cares about championships. He just looks like he wants to hurt people. He wants to maim and cripple people. Spinning neck breaker by the Toothfairy. Oh no. Not looking good for the Toothfairy. No! Oh my god, look at the blood! The blood dripping off the fork, staining the canvas. Oh no, no, he's biting his forehead! The Prowler could get disqualified if it gets to the count of 5. Wait a second here. Oh, working on the arm with the shoulder tackle. The left arm of the Toothfairy must be in agonizing pain right now. Spinning neck breaker. Look at that. He's waiting for the Prowler to get back to his feet. But wait a minute. He's deciding to drag him instead. Oh, off the ropes is the Toothfairy head. Spinning him around. DDT. This is probably the only time in history anyone has ever wanted to see the Tooth Fairy win a match. No one really cares about the Tooth Fairy. He's easily forgettable. But right now, he's the hero that we're settling for, because that's who's going against the Prowler, the demon from hell, the Prowler. The Prowler stalks you in the night. He watches you as you sleep. He dreams about your nightmare. He feasts on your fears, and he drinks your blood. He thirsts for blood and pain. And look at the mandible claw being applied. Suplex by the Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy, the hero we're settling for. At least for the time being. Oh my gosh, his knee must be inflamed after that beautiful maneuver there. Oh my gosh, he threw him like he was nothing. Mandible claw, the mandible claw. Will that put away the Tooth Fairy? Will he submit? No. I don't think the Tooth Fairy's having very much luck in collecting teeth tonight.
10 minutes gone.
The illegal chokehold being applied. He has till the count of 5 or he's disqualified. Gets to the count of 4. That's the closest he's been to disqualification. He has got to be more careful if he actually cares about wins and losses. The Prowler, his facial expression never changes. Look at this. Oh, he went for a jumping punch. But look at that Samoan drop. The Tooth Fairy regaining control here. Can the Tooth Fairy put away the Prowler? No! Mandible claw! Mandible claw! Mandible claw! Oh my gosh. Back and forth. The Tooth Fairy standing his ground. He's still irrelevant. He's still unpopular. He's still pointless. But look at that. He's putting on the performance of a lifetime. Both competitors down. Blood stains all over the ring. The Prowler certainly making a name for himself. Certainly bringing a path of destruction everywhere he goes. Suplex by the Tooth Fairy. Come on, Tooth Fairy. We're settling for you. We're halfway rooting for you because there's no one else going against the Prowler. Anyone else would have been better, but you're the one that the board of directors and management chose for this match. So right now, we're supporting you because we are settling. Come on, you can do this. Be the halfway hero that we know you can be. Beat the Prowler. Put down the Prowler. You can do it. Or maybe not. Electric chair drop. My gosh. Bowing to the crowd is the Prowler. I think the end may be near. Wait a second. Let's not count him out just yet. The Tooth Fairy with the spinning around. DDT drops him on his head. The Prowler's got him right where he wants him. Electric chair. Oh my gosh. Spinning venom into the sky. Oh, kick to the balls. Referee warns him. Look at that. So many punches. Takes down the Prowler. What's the Tooth Fairy gonna do next? Wait a second. The Prowler. Death by nightmare. Death by nightmare. The finishing maneuver of the Prowler. But he didn't finish him. Oh, a punch to the back of the head takes him down. Wait a second. Rock bottom. The rock bottom by the Tooth Fairy. That could do it. He could pin him here.
2.
No. Not enough. It was a 2 count. He hit him with his finisher, but it was not enough to put down the Prowler. The Prowler. No. Mandible claw. The mandible claw. Oh, the rope break saves the Tooth Fairy from absolute defeat. Elbow to the back. The Tooth Fairy is down. Bowing to the crowd. Not a good sign if you're the Tooth Fairy. Wait a second here. Oh, the gut buster. No, he's stabbing him with the fork. Stabbing him in the face with the fork. He's going to get himself disqualified. No, he stops after 3. The Tooth Fairy yells, bring it. Look at that. Big stab to the face. That's not enough for him to stop. He wants to keep fighting. He might be irrelevant. He might be pointless. He might be weak. He might be easily forgettable. But man, is he fighting with all of his might. No, the Prowler's got a steel chair. This is not a no DQ match. The mandible claw. No. Oh, the Tooth Fairy quits. The Tooth Fairy gave up. The Tooth Fairy tapped out. The Prowler wins with the mandible claw. The Tooth Fairy has submitted to the Prowler. The feaster of fears feeds on the fears of the Tooth Fairy tonight. The Prowler is victorious.